Hello again, guys. I'm very sorry. In part one, my phone happened to be filled. I fill up my phone with a lot of podcasts, so I didn't realize just how full it was getting, so it cut the video off midway. I'm very sorry. This is going to be then part two of our water and hydration masterclass. And where I left off from part one was how much damage we're doing to our bodies through the destruction of our water and the perversion of it, particularly through putting our fluoridated water into plastic bottles now. The plastic bottles, when light hits the plastic, it melts the plastic, and that creates something called bisphenol A, which is known as BPA. You've seen at this point BPA-free bottles around. So what you want to do is focus on using those, because the BPAs are horrible endocrine disruptors, very bad for disrupting hormone regulation, all can cause a lot of, especially female hormone issues like PCOS. And I know a friend who suffers from this. I know several friends who suffer from this. So definitely make sure that you are using a lot of stainless steel bottles, because it's even for men this is a problem. It is a mimicker of estrogen, and estrogen is not what we, especially as men, need to be big and burly. It is the opposite of that, which means it will inhibit our testosterone production, and therefore we will make less big muscles, and we will be more inhibited in taking risks, etc., etc. We don't want that. So let's finish up here. What I really want to wrap this up with is, well, I talked about all the gloom and doom of what we do to water largely in the first episode. Well, how do we go backwards? How do we fix this? Well, the first step is to, like I said, don't use any plastic bottles. Put your water into a stainless steel bottle or a glass bottle, and nothing else. It cannot go into plastic, period. The light does affect it, even if it's a BPA-free bottle. There is going to be an effect. It's going to be less than, if you use a little water bottle. Please avoid like the average water bottle that you buy at the store. That is the worst form that you can get. Don't. That's tap water in with a bunch of BPAs. You're drinking plastic at this point. Have you ever left your water bottle in the car and it's just really, really hot, and then you drink it and you can taste the plastic? It's that. Don't drink it. Throw it away. Okay. Next we're going to go on to MSM. I talked about how fluoridation in our water can stifle the pineal gland by calcifying it, and what we want to do then is decalcify it. And one of the strongest natural decalcifiers is methylsulfonylmethane, or MSM. And what this very natural form of sulfur does is that it will take away a lot of the calcification of the pineal gland. I personally have had a buttload of experience with this. Upon drinking more aloe vera and using more MSM crystals, like, I have been able to look through my third eye when I meditate. It has become far more, like, I've been able to actually see my spine now within my body. People don't think that you can see light within your body, but we are beings of light. This is not what conventional medicine will teach you, because, well, they don't know any better, and that it doesn't mean that they're mean or ill-willing, or at least not the doctors on the ground level, but they just don't know that we are spiritual beings first before we are physical beings. So yes, being able to look into your body and feel the light of your own body, this is very important, and this is what MSM will allow you to do, as well as get rid of all those nasty calcifications that happen in your muscles and in your arteries, especially, that cause a lot of atherosclerosis or cause a lot of immobility. MSM is hailed for how much it will help your muscles to recover, and it will allow for a lot more flexibility and mobility. Very important for me, who's, again, aiming to be the master kicker. We can use a bunch of filters. personally prefer reverse osmosis. Any of those cheap little Brita filters, it doesn't really get rid of the chlorine that I mentioned is killing off all of our bacteria. I mentioned that in the first video. So yeah, we want to make sure we're getting real high quality reverse osmosis filters. I know they can be a bit costly, but we have to understand it's water. It is literally the most important element that we're going to put in us. So once we have water in us, then we can do all of our other activities. And so we really need to start prioritizing it. Get a reverse osmosis filter if you can. There's also foods. People don't really consider how much water is in food. Real whole food. I'm not saying anything about being vegan or anything like that. I'm just saying, if you can eat a lot more, say aloe vera, 99% water and very good for the skin, has tons of benefits for the gastrointestinal tract. Maybe more watermelon, that should have a big old duh in front of it, like I didn't even think about it, but yeah, watermelon is mostly water. Cucumbers, cauliflower, tomatoes, strawberry, cabbage, there are many, broccoli. A lot of fruits and a lot of vegetables have water, and they can hydrate you too if you are eating more of them. Those kinds of foods should be what makes up most of your diet. So definitely make sure to take those in. But if I had to give just one form of advice as to how to make our water work better for us, love it. Thank it. You don't like I mentioned, a lot of our water is conscious, and it has gone through a lot of trials in order to get through us. A lot of this pressurization, a lot of this chemicalization, a lot of going through all these rigid 90-degree angle pipes. This isn't what water is meant to do. Haven't you ever seen a nice beautiful stream where they flow down mountains and flow down valleys, and it's so serene and beautiful? And this is what water is meant to do in nature. It just goes from downhill down to the lowest point of energy, just adapts to where it's supposed to go until it pours into the lakes. What we have done is that we have forced water to do a bunch of things it's never done, and water has memory. That's what a lot of this research. Please look up Masaru Emoto's research. Please look up a lot of the science of cymatics. Look these things up about how water is conscious life. And then you'll understand why I pray over every single drop of water I drink. I put my intention on it and tell it, I thank you for the tremendous journey that you made here. I know that you have made a ton of sacrifices in order to get to me, and I truly am humbled by how much you've enjoyed in order for me to just have this drink. Know that I will use your energy and your flexibility and your humility and your malleability to bring as much love, light, and peace towards the world that we're in. Know that your sacrifice was not wasted. So please do. I know that it sounds really strange. I was an atheist for upwards of like 7 years of my life. I know that this sounds very strange, but it is effective. You will definitely have a stronger connection with the water, and you will be much more nourished if you do project your feelings and energy of love and happiness onto it. So I want to end by just reminding us of really the philosophy of water. We considering just how humble it is, how it really does adapt to every single thing that it comes in contact with, and then still gives life healing energy towards anything that it goes into. It is us. It can become any shape, any vessel, and in all of the water in the universe, in the world, it comes from the oceans and the lakes and all of that, and all of the streams flow towards them simply because it is lower than all of them. I know that I may not have quoted this well. This is an attempt at a quote from the Tao Te Ching, which is a ancient Chinese classic by Lao Tzu, but it's a very powerful quote when done correctly, and really it just shows that because water has the most power simply because it is lower and more humble than any other being. So all of the energy flows towards it anyway. All of the civilizations of the world will collect around the water. It's going to give its respect to the water. We just fell from consciousness. We have not had enough appreciation for the water because, well, we think that we're disconnected from everything. This is just a result of us becoming less conscious beings, and we're moving past it. And I really hope that I was able to give us one little step forward, if there's even one thing that would help you guys to understand our connection with the world and your connection with yourself, so that you can go and manifest whatever it is that you want to, through your optimization of your health. Again, check part 1 of this water masterclass, because I'm afraid that my video got cut off. And before I end, remember that the whole point of this entire lecture is to get you guys healthy so that you can manifest your dreams. So that you guys get, because it doesn't matter what on earth you do if your health isn't in order. So before I go, I'm just going to show you guys my dream boards. This is the one of, I apologize if I'm getting this a little blurry, but this is the one of me going to the Japan Olympics with my boys, all where I've symbolized them with our favorite anime characters. I'm Naruto, and we're going to go and see everything, and I'm going to have a permanent residual income fueling all of this, so I don't have to worry about saving money for anything. I'll have an income that will come in over and over and over and over and over again. And this is my dream board for how I'm going to save the world. As you can see, that there's a lot of martial arts on the left side. You have to learn how to fight. And there's a lot of music on the right side. You have to learn how to bring peace and joy to people. And through the center of this, lots of health. Working with my team, with my business, who's been loving me, and they're the ones who taught me how to do dream boards. They're the ones who taught me how to do presentations. Oh gosh, I'm not like filming this correctly. Hold on. God, I apologize. Give me a second. There we go. This is a lot better. Oh, or is it? There we go, sort of. Now, as you can see through the center of this, I'm going to use my knowledge that I get from my business, from my team. They're very loving towards me, to create a squad of doctors. We're going to spread love and peace throughout the world. And then we're going to all become master meditators, teach everybody about the spirituality of health and wellness. Then eventually all the world religions will come together, and we'll all realize our enlightened forces together, our enlightened beings, the fact that we're all truly one and the same. There's all the while learning multiple languages. Like, this is Zhongwen, that means Chinese. This is Nihongo, that means Japanese. Of course, this is bienvenido, which is like welcome in Spanish. And this is bonjour, which is hello in French. And I don't know what this is, but it's Sanskrit. But yeah, this is who I am. This is my dream. Like I keep saying, talking about being a master kicker, the tricking, the parkour. Oh, it's coming, guys. But I have to get my health in order. Tai Chi and Bagua, it's all coming. So my point is, I'm sorry, guys. I've been dry fasting in order for to have better spiritual connection. Did you know that your body can create water on its own through dry fasting? It's actually the 4th day I've been doing it in a row, and I am not dropping dead. I'm fine. So forgive me if I'm a little bit not as high energetic, but after not eating or drinking anything for 4 days, you will realize that there are some profound changes, not only in your energy, but and the fact that you're making pure spiritual water right out of your body. Your body is the one making it, so you don't have to take in any of this nasty crap that I just taught you about. But on top of that, you're much more connected to the world around you. Try meditating. You'll see just how more deeply you can get. So anyway, this concludes the first water masterclass. Next week I will have a presentation. The next element in the cycle is Earth. So we're gonna be talking a lot about that. I look forward to talking to you guys next week. I hope that you guys start to figure out what your dreams are, because whatever they are, no matter how insanely crazy they are, no matter how huge they are possible as long as you believe and as long as you have your health. Okay, farewell everybody. Bye.